Hello everyone, Shaky here, and welcome back to Mine Mogul. We are going to work on some more quests today, and we're probably going to explore the mine a little bit today. We haven't strayed very far from our home base here, and the mine is, I think, quite large, so we should probably get out there and see what's out there. First thing I'm going to do is we've completed this iron plate mission up top left here. We now need iron ingots. Eventually we're going to get it set up so that we can make both at the same time, but for now we just have the iron ingots being pulled off onto this line, and this is making them into plates. Let's just remove this from here. I should send it through. Send it through. It should go straight through, I think. Nice, and that should count towards our goal. Let's make sure it counts. Yep, good. So we're good there. So we'll let that run for a little bit. The other thing we can do is we have these two mines here. We have this one here we haven't tapped into. This is 50% iron. And this one here is actually 94% iron. So I think we're going to tap into those and see if our existing line can handle it. So we do have two of these in stock here, so we can grab this. We're going to turn it off right away, so it doesn't make a mess. We don't need a big pile of ore on the floor right now. Put them there. Turn that off. And I think we got to figure out how to get it over there now. So we want to come into. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fix this up a little bit so that's not such a big ramp here. I think we can just put two ledges in. So let's go buy two ledgers for that. That would be a roller conveyor ledge. Two of those. Those in our hotbar there, and let's just go down here. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. I don't know if that's gonna work. Yeah, it looks okay. Now we don't have to climb over a big ramp. Nice. In fact, we could probably get away with just one of them over here. Yeah, I think that'll work. Alright, nice. So now I gotta figure out how to get these over there. We can either just come right over here and attach them to this ramp here. Let's check our tickets, see if we can. We do have 3 research tickets available to us. We want this T-junction conveyor and this routing conveyor. I think those will come in handy, so let's grab this T-junction one between combine mode and split mode. So it could be a splitter or a merger. That sounds interesting. Let's unlock that. And what is this? A conveyor with a toggleable direction. I will hold off on that for now. Put in one of those new ones. Now looks like if we hit Q. Nice, so you can switch between merging and splitting. That's pretty nice. So we want this one right here. Something like that, I believe. We'll deal with that in a second. This would come out here. Nice, then we can just go up over this ramp here. The question is, do we go up 2 so we can walk under it, or do we just go up 1? I'm trying to make it so I can walk under stuff, but I don't know that 2 will make a difference here. You can probably crouch under that. I'll leave for now. That should be good. Let's go turn them on and see if it works. That should really speed up our iron production. This one's almost 94% iron, so. And we'll just watch it for a minute, make sure it doesn't clog anything up. This looks like it's going to work fine. Alright, watch this for a couple minutes. Looks like we're doing okay. It's not overwhelming it or anything, so should be good to go there. And we are just about done with the iron mission, the Master of Iron. So 2 more iron ingots and that'll be done. Still working on the polished gems mission. That's going to be a while because diamonds don't come very fast. So I need to purchase a rod extruder from the shop. So let's go check that out. Right here, that is probably a machine. Rod extruder, nice. Let's grab that. $6,000 bucks, yikes. Money seems to be coming pretty easily though. So now we got to deposit iron rods. We have to figure out how to make iron rods. Let's grab the new machine, put it down, see if we can tell what it requires. So it's quite large. It's hard to tell what it requires. See if we grab an iron rod here or an iron ingot. Let's go throw this in there, see if it does anything. Oh, it came out really quick. So it looks like an iron rod, right? So we should put it just in there. We could just move this machine for now. Let's take this. So it is a tad bit bigger, but we can just grab this one out of the way. And put our iron bar back in there. See how that does? This should be done in no time. We're making those pretty quickly. Now let's take a look at the quest menu. There are some optional ones here we can do, like this expert plater one. Has not started yet, requires copper plates and gold plates. If we activate this, can we have 3 activated at once? Yes, we can. Nice, so that's copper plates and gold plates. We're not using those for anything right now. So what we could do is modify this setup. We do need the polisher for the gems. I'm thinking if we put another sorter in here, we could send the diamonds down here, the copper and gold bars down here, and put our plater back in here. Right there, that should be good there. Let's see if we can put 2 splitters next to each other. I don't really care about the emeralds right now, but I do care about the diamonds. Looks good there. We just gotta grab some iron bars. Oh, there's a diamond. No. Is it gonna crush it? Or does it just get destroyed? Looks like it just got destroyed. That's unfortunate. We're gonna have to wait for a diamond to come through here. Or what we could do is let's move this out of the way. Let's make this be the plate one. That way the diamonds will just get sent through because they won't be filtered off. That way we won't have to wait for one. And we can put the polisher back in here. Here's a copper one. That's gold. Nice, that should put gold through here to turn into gold plates. And get those put down here. I guess we need some rollers actually, huh? Nice. So now we need to grab a copper bar for here. Where's copper coming in at? Copper is over here, right? These are copper and gold. Copper's coming out right here. Just gotta wait for a copper bar to come out of here. Not getting a whole lot of copper out of the thing. We should probably look at increasing that. And I'm sure we'll have to because our next mission is copper rods, so. Nice. So that'll take care of copper plates and gold plates. Alright, looks like copper is coming in super slowly. So let's go have a look around, see if we can find some more copper. I've got my lamp poles and some signs with me so we can label the way. Should probably get rid of this stuff as we go. Get it out of the way because we're going to need to get it out of the way anyway. If we put conveyor belts through here. I guess we'll just light the path too as we go. I put one in here, that looks good. Right there looks good. Anything good back here? I'm guessing this is a broken mine bit. Oh wait, I think we need that for one of the missions. So we can blow this up, let's go ahead and hit it. Nice. Oh, we should put a sign here so we know to go straight for home. I think we're okay right now. That looks like just some diamonds behind there. That might be a future expansion for the game, maybe. Maybe they're going to plan on knocking that wall out and making the cave deeper. What we got over here? I forgot to buy some miners, so I'm not going to be able to tell what these are. Let me run back real quick, buy some miners, and we'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's just throw a light down here so we can have some light so we can see what we're doing. We'll move it around as we need to. We have some miners in here. Let's go to my auto miner here. So this one is iron, and mostly iron basically. 94% iron. This one is 91% copper. That's pretty nice. There's one back here. One back here. This one's almost all copper as well. Anything up high? So that's 3 miners back here. We might as well grab these and route them up to the main area. Let's go ahead and put it in here. Turn it off. Might as well grab the iron while we're here. Nice. So those are all in. I guess we'll just run. It'd be nice if this minecart was working, right? Like you could load it up and send it on there. Maybe that's a future game project. That'd be awesome. Be like a train. I also noticed on the top left, we've been gone a while and we have not got one copper plate done. So either copper is going super slow or I have something set up incorrectly. We'll check that out when we get back. Let's go ahead and bring these back here. Question is, should we process them into ingots here since we have the space? 'Cause we're most likely not going to need ore up there for anything, but would it be better to process it here and send it on its way there? Yeah, so I'm thinking forward towards endgame here, and I think if we hook every mine up in the cave here, which is a lot of them, into that central area by our home base, we're definitely going to overwhelm the system. I don't think we'd ever be able to design a system that could process all that ore at once. We could have several ingot processing centers around all the cave here and just send the ingots to the central location. I think we're going to try that. Alright, I bought a whole bunch of stuff for the area back there. Gather this in our inventory here. I don't know if there's a stack limit you have on each one of these. I bought like 52 conveyors and they're all stacked in one stack, so that's pretty good. And then what we have to do is investigate this. It looks like the plates aren't making it to here. And I think what happened is I forgot to put a copper one in here. So there comes one now. Let's see if I can grab it. Nice, let's put that in there. Nice, so that's just send the copper over to here and then it'll send it down this way. So that was a problem there, easy fix. Alright, let's go back over to that other area and see if we can get set up. Alright, let's clear out some space here. Let's get rid of this miscellaneous stuff so it's not in our way when we go to build. And while I was putting lights in, I saw this thing up here. Why would they put ore up there? That seems pretty weird. I don't know if I can get to it. It was like a passageway. A secret cave or something? Can we get in there if we crouch? Oh, we can. What is back here? What is this stuff? Looks like just emeralds back here or something. I don't know, interesting. Alright, so back up here, this is making just copper and emeralds. And this is making just copper. So let's combine these two. Bring it down here somewhere. And we'll probably want to sort it right here, I think, is what we'll do. Something like that. Okay, so I feel like we don't have enough space in here to do what we want to do. So we have to put in 2 belts, 2 slopes to get up here, and into a crusher, and then another 2 slopes up into a blast furnace. That's going to take a long path up. I think let's see if we have any research that can help us with that. I think the scaffolding is what we want. That will help us build upwards instead of, we could just put one conveyor belt up to the top and let it dump its way down. So we'll try that one. Unlock that. And I don't know, we probably want to try these basic chutes too, maybe. We have to do the hopper first. Yeah, this is nice. This gives you a straight chute that sends it down. So I think we're gonna buy that one. So let's grab that one and this one. And we're gonna go get some more parts real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, I think let's work the problem backwards again. So let's start with where we want to come out of here. I think we're gonna try to hug the wall here so we have some room to walk down the corridor still. So that's where we want it to come out at. That'll give us room to get into the room here. And then we probably want some blast furnaces down here. Something like that. Oh, we can't put it there. Why can't we put it there? The lamp in the way? Is the lamp in the way or the rock in the way? Yeah, it's the rock. Alright, so I guess let's put the blast furnaces over here for now. We can always move them later. Right there, and then we need to let's grab the new scaffolding that we have here. Let's see if we can, how high do those go? They go pretty high. I think we just went right there though, right? Can we do one on top of the rock? No. Kind of defeats that plan. We can go one higher, but that's not gonna give us room to build. Just thinking what we could do is like put the crushers up here. Those could actually go down a little bit. Alright, so let's take these down a little level. Like so. Will that work out? That looks good. I'll dump right into the crushers, that's nice. Or to the blast furnaces. Alright, let's try putting some ramps on these, see if that works out. Put one down here, one right there. Now let's put some scaffolding down here. So that we can walk under. Let's try that. We can still get through here. We can walk under this. That's nice. Let's see if that works. That looks good there. Put another one in here. Nice. That way we can just filter off what we want. Ramp them down this way. Move these lights. Doesn't really work well behind there, but we'll move it later. That down that way. Kind of stuck in here. We crouch out. Nice. Okay, so let's do this. Put the ramp down. Nice, that'll work out well. Let's put a T-junction in here. Q. Good there. Let's grab a corner here. Nice. And we can just run a belt back this way. This is going the wrong way. Oh, it is splitting it. That's unfortunate. Let's get rid of that. We don't want that. We want this. No, we don't want that either. Oh, let's take this out here and see if we can do it over here instead. That looks good. Let's put a corner in here. Run a belt down this way. See if we can sneak it through. It looks like we can. That'll just dump right under there. It's nice. I think this will actually just line up nicely. It was running all the way back. We're one short here, so just... There we go. Alright, so there we go. We got that coming down here. So come out here, go up the ramp there. Not really easy to get around though. We can always come this way and like go over here. Alright, there we go. We got a little walkway here so we can get up there easier. Nice. And now we just got to grab some ore and stick them in here, and we got to put a roller belt in here to merge these two. Alright, let's just put a merger in here. I think that works. We tried that at the other spot. It worked okay. And we can come over here. Now we need to grab a belt that comes out the side of these sorters here to catch the gems that are going to make it through there. Nice, we can bring it down this way. Is that past? I think that's past the thing already. Past the crusher. Come down through here, and we want to put like a chute in right here, I think. Alright, so this is the top chute. We can hit this one right here. And if you hit Q, it says you can switch to a see-through version, but it doesn't seem to be working. Put that right there. Nice. Grab the bottom chute here. Probably put that right there, I think. And what is this piece here? This is the see-through piece, so we can put that in the center here. Doesn't fit. I don't feel like that piece is right. Let's take this piece out. I feel like they're going to get stuck on that. Oh, let's try it. Let's go ahead and turn these on and see if we get the ore out of here. We need some crushed iron to put in the hopper. There's regular iron. That's where it got stuck. Oh, this is going the wrong way. There's crushed iron there. Turn this back off. See if we can put them in the far one. Nice. So those are in the far one. Now we need copper in this one. Nice. So let's go turn on the copper mine to get some crushed copper out of it. Alright, we'll wait for that. So let's get these. These are already hooked up, so it looks like it's working. It spits it on there. That should be good. Nice. So that should sort out the iron and the copper. Go ahead and turn that off for a minute. Alright, so here comes the copper and the iron. Make sure it goes up these ramps. Looks like it's getting sorted properly. See if we can test this again. That should go through the other side. I did not see it come out. There it goes. Oh, it's getting stuck up here. That's what I was afraid of. So this isn't the right piece here. Alright, so if I hit the F button here and the take button, it says it's the bottom chute. That should actually be the top chute. So I got my parts backwards, I think. Let's see if we can get this fixed up. So that is the bottom chute. That's the regular chute, and this is the top chute. So we want this last piece here. Let's go take a look at that. That looks better. And what do we put on here? Just the bottom chute? Or do we put the regular chute on here? Q to make it clear. Nice, then we can put the bottom chute on here. Yeah, that looks much better. Let's go test it. Another emerald. Wait and see if those come around. There they come. Should go in there no problem. Nice. That's exactly what we want. Just gotta get all this stuff out of the way now. And we just gotta run some belts all the way back to base. Alright, nice. Alright, so we gotta figure out what to do with this stuff here now. I think what we're gonna do is make a belt coming across here, and we're gonna basically sort it by ingot, and that way we'll just have all this room here to make the pipes or the plates or whatever we're doing with it. So let's start working on that. First thing I'm gonna do is turn off all auto miners. It's gonna take a minute to process it and get all the materials here, but once that'll process, that way we won't make a mess when we clean up. Then we're just gonna start moving the stuff around here. Just grab this stuff, get it out of the way. Whatever. So like this one, we're gonna try to raise up and move it to the back, I think. Just grab the hammer here, take out a couple of these. Out a couple this way, and then I think we'll go up with it. So gotta come out one more, I guess. Nice, so I'll get that out of the way, and then we'll just do something similar with these here. We'll move this one over to here. What we're going to do is try to get ingots off the floor here. So what that means is we're going to take this machine out and try to put it up here. So now we have scaffolding. I think we can build on this, because before we couldn't build on this because it's uneven, but with a scaffolding I think we can build on it. We'll find out in a minute. And we gotta join these up back here somewhere. Let's do this area first so we know what we're dealing with. I think we're just gonna get rid of all this for now. Let's see if we can put some scaffolding down. Yeah, nice. So let's see if we can. If we put this here, can we put a belt on it still? No, we cannot. Okay, so keep that in mind. Nice, so that brings it out to here. Just work backwards here. Let's get the blast furnace back in here. So the idea, I think we want it like right here probably. We actually want it down one, but we can't build it down. Just put this here for now. Which means we need a crusher up top here. Nice, that looks good. If we join these belts back here, we can just raise them up back here and make them keep turning. Little conveyor elevator here. Okay, there's my little conveyor elevator here. We've got a sorter about halfway up, so that way we can route the iron up the rest of the way and send the coal and the gems out the back here, and it'll come down here and we'll put a chute in somewhere over here. Let's get the rest of this hooked up first. Let's grab our conveyor belts. This should be pretty easy. Put those in there. Put this one in here. Nice, we'll put this one right here. Put one of the ledges in. Nice, okay, so that should be all hooked up here. We just gotta grab a belt over here. See where this comes out at. Nice, that works out nicely. Just gotta get up here and put a light in up here. It's a nice little passageway up here. I wonder if we can get through here. There's a miner up here. So that's 94% iron and a little bit of crushed iron and some emeralds and gems. So we'll do that. And can we get rid of this? We can't, but my guess is there's some dynamite down here. It's got dynamite on it, so we just gotta find the plunger for it. But for now, we'll leave that be. And we can bring these belts over here. Yeah. Grab that here, and we'll just keep moving on down. See if that lines up. Yeah, unfortunately we're blocking this so we can't walk through. Oh, still able to get through for now. Nice, and then we can just put a joiner in up here. That is not what we want. We want something like, oh, so you can't join it like that. I wish they had one that like came into the sides like a 90-degree angle. But right now they do not have that, so what we'll do is just put this back in here, get rid of this one, and put in the drop-off ledger here. Nice. So that should work. There's all the mines hooked up. Put some light posts back in. Alright, that's all those miners fixed up. Now the next area to fix up is this area over here. This shouldn't take too much. We're just going to basically move all this back here and kind of consolidate it so that the iron ingot production is, or the copper ingot production is coming back here. I'm assuming there's stuff back here. Yeah, so there's definitely stuff back here. We'll come look at that later. It's going to be hard to get a conveyor belt through here. I suppose let's get this area fixed up real quick. Alright, that's all consolidated now. Just has a sorter right here. Let's send the copper over to here. Getting this crusher into the blast furnace and then back over onto the belt here. This will be a mixed belt. It just comes down and wraps around here. And comes down here. We gotta figure out what to do with it from here. So this will have mixed stuff coming in. This will have mixed stuff coming in. And this belt over here will have mixed stuff coming in. It'll all be either ingots, coal, or gems. So we can put some sorters down to deal with that. I think we'll probably do something like this. Rock, I think. Yeah. And I guess we'll do something like this here. Alright, then we got to run the belts around the back here and just kind of make it go through these sorters. I don't know if it's going to back up the belt now because it's going to be all this stuff on one belt. But I guess we will find out. This belt over here. This is the iron being smelted here. Probably just bring it back here. They're totally blocking off this passageway though. Nice, that's all hooked up, and we gotta grab this one here and take this back here. Nice, that should work. That's all of it on one belt now. And let's come through these sorters here. And if it makes it all the way through, it's going to be either coal or gems. And we'll just run that back up to the front. And finally, let's just take this mess down. Get this stuff out of the way. We're going to need those gems for later. Alright, let's grab that routing conveyor here just to see what it does. Unlock that. We just gotta buy a couple of them. And here, 140 bucks, not too bad. Buy 3 of them. Grab those. And let's just go over here, and we'll put like some belts up here, I think, just to get it away from the machine here. Let's try one of these routing conveyor belts here. Let's see what this does. Okay, so it like basically forces it one direction or the other. Might be handy, I'm not really sure. Because like what we're going to do down here is we're going to put in these things. So we're going to put in a rolling mill. This is to make plates. So let's put the rod maker down next. These both need ingots. And we'll save the polishing machine. I don't know if we need it right now. Nothing's polished in our missions right now. Nice, now we can just switch it. So if we need rods, we can make it over here. If we need plates, we can make it over here. So this will probably be iron. So we're going to need iron rods, so that is piped appropriately. Something like this. Nice, that's good there. And let's do this 2 more times for copper and gold. Okay, I believe that's all set up. We should be able to turn the auto miners back on now and just track down some problems. Like we can do rods or plates right now. We can just toggle it. If we have to, we could probably take this out and put a splitter. And with a little bit of renovation, we can make them do both at the same time. But for now, we just need to get some iron ingots going here so we can start putting the copper ingots and the iron ingots in these bins here. So let's go ahead and turn them back on. Nice, and let's just run down the hallway here. Can we even get down there? Just go make sure this is working properly. Looks pretty good. It's gonna take a while to get down to the base, but iron's coming up pretty slow, but not much there, I guess. We're gonna put gold in here. Nice. Now we need some copper or some iron. Oh, I haven't got a copper or iron bar yet. That's kind of weird. I have something set up wrong. This is not working. What's going on up here? I forgot to put the stuff in the sorter. Put that in there, that should be good. That should get us iron going. And we need some crushed iron, but there's a piece of crushed iron, we can grab that one. I just like to get us iron, so let's just put iron in the middle here. So I'll send iron down this way, and we can just toggle it. What do we need? We don't need any iron right now, so we'll just leave it go into rods, I guess. Copper plates and copper rods, so we need to get a copper ingot going. I don't have any copper yet. Let's go check the copper here. What's going on down here? We have copper in here? We do. It's mostly coal. For some reason that wasn't on, I don't think. What's going on here? We got a blockage here. Let's take advantage of this and grab the stuff we need here. Nice. So that's iron there. Or that's copper. And now we need, let's do copper rods first. So that's over to copper rods here, so that should be good there. We gotta fix that spot there. Let's just take this out. I'll probably just put in like a ledge thing. Nice, we got 10 copper rods already. Alright, we're just about done with the copper rods. We're done now, actually. Yeah, so now we need copper plates. So we just come over here and toggle the button. We should be making copper plates. Nice, that was easy. We just purchased a pipe roller from the computer shop, so let's go grab that. Oh, is that really 14,000? Yeah, wow. Expensive stuff. And now we need to deposit, looks like, copper pipe. So we'll look at that next episode. Alright, so it's been running a while. We could easily add more miners. It's not really crowded, so we're putting room on these belts. So we'll definitely add some more miners next episode, and we'll work on copper pipes next episode. So that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.